Right, welcome back. Last time we went ahead and integrated Pomerania, so got a couple new states, as well as several new permanent claims, specifically in the Brandenburg state and in the Scania state. Yeah, although I'm having some monetary issues because of, well, army maintenance, specifically the sheer quantity of manpower that I need. I have reduced the amount of manpower taxation in order to try to compensate for all that, but it's going to take it some time. I am running low on money though. I'm not sure if I can survive the current. Well, we'll see how much is actually available insofar as estimated quantity. Oh. Yeah, okay, I see. I'm going to need to increase taxation, aren't I? Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's interesting, but still. Gonna have to heavily increase the amount of taxation. In order to actually properly make money. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay, let's just quickly recap what I just... Oops, well, so I just increased the admin investment by 10 and the Diplo investment by 5 because... Well, I might not actually be able to make it without taking loans. You know what, for now, let's just stop drilling, and for this year I'm going to raise regiment maintenance. But only for this year. Also, yeah. Permanent claims in states here and here, thanks to the mission tree. And I found this interesting little thing with configured taxes, which allows me to actually see how much money each tax earns relative to how much it costs. Yeah. Anyway, let's actually get started now that I've got... I forgot to set it because I have to reset it every time I start recording, so this time I actually forgot to do it. There was one time, a good while ago, I think by now it's almost been 2 years, yeah, where I completely forgot it for an entire recording session. Yeah. Right. Oh, I got a new ally. Good for them, I guess. I wonder how many of those troops are Scandinavian. 22k troops are Scandinavian. That I can keep under control easily. Most likely they'll attempt to go through Sealand, which if I pay attention, I can just blockade and then they'll have no chance of getting through. They don't have nearly the same amount of ships as I do. I'm sure a decent portion of those transports anyways, so yeah. 22k of those troops are 4, 13, and 5. $22k. Okay, yeah, I probably should be able to handle this. Probably. Nationalism. Right, let's get rid of their troops. Books troops. And Hesse should act as, at the very least, as a good distraction. Oh, you're allied with the Commonwealth. You know, let's just quickly end the war. Cash, 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 cash. There we go. 100 ducats should definitely fill up the treasury. We do have to be careful about the increasing amounts of inflation. Yeah, it should be fine though. Ah, that's where Scandinavia's troops are now. They had to start from scratch though, so. Because I managed to wipe out 22k troops in 2 battles. Ah, the stack wipe. So good. I wonder where they're going to stop though. It looks like it's probably going to be good Linden because of, well, the fort in Mamelland. So. Okay. It's forest flats, so I think I get a slight combat advantage. They're going to Mamelland. Probably try to siege it down. Yeah. What's this? Ah. Unconditional surrender from Brandenburg. Okay. So hop on a wide pace so that I could get back to war with Scandinavia sometime sooner, but... Right, that's everything I can grab from them. All the provinces and 40 ducats. Coring it all. And, well, let's control Brandenburg, so... Permanent claim on the Lower Saxon Circle. Are those North Saxony part of the Lower Saxon Circle? Yes, it is, actually. Sadly, apparently I don't get a claim because I already control the colony. Oh well. I'm now bored with Saxony and Magdeburg, both of them, well, one of which is allied to Bohemia, the other is allied to the Commonwealth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take down Magdeburg relatively quickly, though, because they're actually really dangerous. The city of Magdeburg is itself the largest city on the subcontinent. That only has 120,000 residents. If I were to upgrade Dithmarschen's infrastructure, specifically the amenities, I should be able to get it to be even bigger. Yeah, they are part of the Lower Saxon Circle, so... Yeah, that's what I'm competing with, at least with the region. For largest city of the region. Oh well, war's up, so... Well, for now. Probably gonna go after Saxony at some point, but none of the provinces are any that I have permanent claims on. Especially since... Well, actually that's not really a mission that I have to deal with right now. It's the Upper Saxon Circle, that's going to be the mission reward for that. But I can figure that as an eventually thing rather than something that needs to be done now. Instead, I need to start focusing my efforts on the Lower Saxon Circle. Eventually, I'm going to have to turn around and deal with Hesse, for example. Because the alliance can only last so long. They're also a bit too big to vassalize in the first place, especially since... they have Magdeburg here. I don't think they're going to annex them anytime soon. This for dev, just for dev. How much do I have now? 365, okay. And how much for the next rank? I believe it's 400. Yep. I'm almost at major. Almost. I just need some more dev. The real difficult part would be getting the provinces that I need from Bohemia, but that can be done eventually. Or from Spain. Spain would be exceptionally hard to deal with. Austria and Hungary. Plus a couple others that are just difficult. At least Spain is heavily in debt, which makes it a bit easier. If only a bit. Plus I can drag France in, which is going to help dramatically. France has 41k troops. Spain has 48k. Oh. Okay, I guess France is in a difficult position at the moment. Hungary also has more troops than France. At the moment, or at least on the field. Spain is behind on ideas though. But they have standing army, so... France is working on quantity. Hungary's going agrarian? Don't like mercs, but, well, nothing else cheap is available. Right, Constitution, admin efficiency +2. National Bank, naval force limit +5%, civil growth +4. Right? Yeah, it's +4, okay. Socketed bayonets, land morale +0.2, maneuver +10%, infantry shock +0.1, artillery +0.09. The next set of attacks are going to be dramatic. New infantry, artillery, light ships, transports, and an idea group. Plus more extraction resources size. Technically the war's still ongoing, but I'm at the point where I can say, yeah, let's just leave it for the moment. As well. I siege down every opponent's capital. Okay, Hesse occupied that, right? Okay. Yeah. Although I highly doubt Hesse would actually want some of the territory down here, but... Well, they have They've signed it of strategic utility. It would be nice to have, sort of a thing. Though it might be that they have permanent claims on some of this stuff. No, they don't. They just selected the entire region. Well, maybe not the entire region, but good portions of the region. They possibly went ahead and selected every high Germanic culture. Yeah. Anyway. Probably a good point to stop, though. I think I did forget to... Yeah, I probably did, didn't I? Oh, hey, I have enough for that, huh? I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. Okay. You want... Let's just go ahead. I've got stability. It's not that big of a deal. It will greatly improve the efficiency of taxation. Increasing, well... base tax efficiency by 20% of state reach. And reduces tax revenue transferred to elites based on power shares. So reduces the amount of tax farming, basically. And reduces mana cost of all state taxes. It also increases yearly state reach, but that's less important. So there, land tax, haulage, pool tax, solid size, timber size. I think there's a couple tax types that I don't have available. Enabled by clan power, direct taxation of 2 or higher. Ah! Rural governance objective lower, tax collection, state tax farming or higher. Oh, that's military stuff, okay. Indirect bureaucratic of 2, governance of 4, tax. Chattels tax, 3 or higher, actually, wait. Well, I don't see it. If there's anything that I haven't unlocked yet, I don't know what it is. Land tax, haulage, pool tax, salt. I believe level 3, yeah, I did prep for that by getting all of these done too. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, let's go through with it. Cost 10 Republican tradition and 2 stability. But this will greatly increase tax efficiency, so... Great success. Right, now let's boost gentry loyalty by promoting the aristocratic faction and its interests. Yeah, okay, that's good for now. Went to war with Brandenburg, went ahead and just grabbed all their provinces. Why not? It was only about 20 aggressive expansion. The nationalism castle's belly really does speed things up, doesn't it? Later on I'm gonna have to start heading elsewhere though. The alliance with France means that I do have the potential to really fight bigger opponents. Although I'm not sure if I can actually fight Spain with France. Hungary is probably about even with France from the looks of it. Probably a bit weaker, to be honest. Spain, on the other hand, it's difficult to say. I figure Spain has I figure France has good quality troops, but I'm not sure by how much. Skill's about 50% in France, but what about Spain? Where's Spain's capital, anyway? Let's see it. over here in Castilla-La Villa. Okay, well, what's that? Oh, that's a lot more scale. Almost 90%. Spain was the one that was recently in a war, which would give, which would be a reason for skill to go down. So, oh, yeah, that's not a good sign. I'll probably end up accepting East Albion culture in order to speed things up. In fact, I could do that now. There we go. The provinces will be less of a problem. In fact, basically removes the rival faction from consideration in the first place, so that's nice. Otherwise, well, not really much to say. Stuff is going to be cored. Going to have to eventually start working towards the Brandenburg 4-point mission, which is going to be especially difficult because I don't have permanent claims. So it's something I'm going to have to work on with time. Which is a bit annoying because, well, yeah. So there's these 4 provinces plus the Allied. And then for the Prussia mission, which if I do get permanent claims on, it's these 2. Tuchel and Mazuan. Problem. They're allied with the Ottoman Empire, which I don't want to fight. For however great it is to have France as an ally, the Ottomans are even better. Because they're actually up to pace, or at least decently up to pace with military technology, and they have over 100,000 troops on the field. Yeah. Oh well. The good thing is, Scandinavia is allied to only Livland and Bohemia. Livland is something of a threat, but I can take them on without too much trouble. The Miltech is good, but that's the only dangerous thing. In fact, they're probably basically another Magdeburg, just sitting in the Baltics rather than in Saxony. So dangerous, but in the sense that I have to fight them myself and can't rely on my allies to do so because they can melt it. Because as I said before, my thing's quality. I don't have much quantity because quantity's expensive. Especially since I have the capability for it, theoretically, but I don't have the money to do so. I'm currently sitting on reducing my military size because conscription is just too expensive. Of course, I have to be careful with all this because if manpower gets too low, I start paying extra money again, so... Though it looks like the number of conscripts is actually slightly increasing over here, which is a good sign. Though over here it's reducing. That's probably because there's no actual thing here. And it could be that Pomerania was recruiting here in the past, but no longer is. Or I was recruiting in the past and no longer am. Hopefully the adjustments will slow down, though, and pause it around here. Because I don't want to go below an army size of 16,000. Going below that is dangerous. Simply because I've made myself a massive target with how much territory I have. And a nice stretchy name. Although I would like to do some smoothing out. By grabbing these provinces. Although grabbing these provinces will also make it a little more funky, probably. Because instead of stretching in about 2 directions only, I'll be stretching in about 3. Of course, the day might start going like this, but I certainly hope not. Though it would be very silly to look at. But yeah, I've gone on long enough. Stability will probably increase again soon, given the stat points at 100%. So I'll be dealing with the lower stability for only a while. Republican tradition is going to be a bit more difficult to deal with. Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Until then.